Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's podcast episode. It is getting really cold in here in England now. I'm currently sitting here with fluffy socks, tracky bottoms, a hoodie, a hot water bottle, and a cup of tea, and I'm still cold. But it's fine, it's good. The sun is out, believe it or not. So at least it's not really, really gloomy, but it is definitely getting cold, which means only one thing: Christmas is nearly here. So, this is episode number 23, which is for me probably one of the most interesting episodes I've done, certainly for me, because today I'm talking about something that I only heard about around 6 months ago. And recently it has become a really popular wellness practice, even though it's been around for centuries. I am so excited to share the knowledge I've learned, and I'm always interested in new wellness practices. And this is a wellness supplement that I actually think could help loads of different people. Today, I'm going to be talking about everything I've learned about Shilajit. So, without further ado, I will see you on the other side.
Hi, my name is Meg, and you are listening to the Wellness Musings with Meg podcast. I am a fully qualified beautician and yoga teacher who has studied and worked in health and wellness since 2017. I have been obsessed with wellness my entire life and have always wanted to share my passions more. If you love health, wellness, and yoga and want to learn more, this podcast is for you. I will be bringing you all things wellness from diet and lifestyle to beauty tips and tricks, and of course, yoga as well. So grab yourself a green tea and find a tranquil spot, and let's jump in.
So, I first heard about Shilajit on TikTok around 6 months ago, and all of a sudden, my phone, it just had this influx of celebrities and influencers promoting this like weird black tar substance and talking about all the benefits of taking it. And to be totally honest, when I see a trend like this all over social media, I tend to take it with a pinch of salt because it really annoys me when people who don't really work in wellness, or their page is just nothing to do with wellness and it's just there to make money, get likes, promote, and get kind of promote whatever they can get their hands on, and they don't really necessarily care about the consumer. They always seem to promise too much from a product and just want to get paid and likes at the end of the day. And I often find when a really big celebrity starts raving about a product, it's going to be a super expensive one as well. So I didn't really take much notice into Shilajit to begin with. Then, when my grandfather got ill from Alzheimer's disease, it got me interested in homeopathic remedies. Most of the time, I was just kind of playing devil's advocate and seeing what was out there, like what homeopathic remedies, prevention, and treatments. It was purely from more of an interest perspective. And that's when I really started to get interested in the kind of the facts behind Shilajit. So you guys keep hearing me say this word Shilajit, but this is what it actually is. Shilajit is a natural substance found mainly in the Himalayas. It's formed over centuries by the gradual decomposition of certain plants by the action of microorganisms. It has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine, and common traditional things it was used to treat was things like jaundice, digestive disorders, enlarged spleen, epilepsy, nervous disorders, chronic bronchitis, and anemia. It is a potent and very safe dietary supplement. It seems to have an incredible amount of health benefits, and this is what really made me interested in Shilajit. Its benefits include improved energy and endurance, immune system support, cognitive function, anti-aging effects, bone and joint health, men's health support, which when I've looked more and more into it, that's what male influencers seem to home in on a lot. That's when you type it in on the internet, it seems to be a lot of male influencers talking on like men's health support with Shilajit. But stress relief, it helps to regulate blood sugar, and it also helps with weight management. There is an extremely important point that should be said about Shilajit, and that is the quality. I'll talk about this towards the end of the episode. So if you're thinking of trying Shilajit, please listen to that part so you know you're buying from a safe and reputable brand, and taking safe Shilajit. Shilajit has an incredibly rich and diverse composition. Its key chemical constituents responsible for healing are fulvic acid, which makes up around 60%, which is a powerful antioxidant and detoxifier, and humic acid, which is an anti-inflammatory and improves digestion. Humic acid is also crucial in maintaining a healthy gut biome. It also contains aromatic carboxylic acid, which is also an antioxidant. It has over 80 micro and macro elements in bioavailable form or minerals, which include calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, along with amino acids like glycine, glutamic acid, proline, and it also contains vitamins such as vitamin C and organic compounds such as succinate, which I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and hippuric acid. Honestly, the list seems to be a bit endless, and I'll write all of the other ingredients or all the other components in the podcast description or in like a little PDF of all of this, so you can kind of see all the different ingredients. But if I talk about every single ingredient that's in this and all the benefits to the body, we're going to be here for hours. You guys get the gist though. It has a powerhouse of goodness for the body. I think the thing that really interested me initially with Shilajit is the potential for it to help and prevent Alzheimer's disease. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that yes, it definitely does or anything like that, because there needs to be a lot more research done for such a bold statement to be made. However, if you remember, fulvic acid is Shilajit's main component, and novel investigations indicate that fulvic acid is an anti aggregation factor of tau protein, TAU protein. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Which projects that fulvic acid is a potential anti Alzheimer's disease molecule. So I found that really fascinating. Shilajit can help with brain function as it improves the circulation in the brain, enhancing delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the brain cells. And the fulvic acid also supports nerve cell regeneration and increases the brain plasticity, or the ability to form new neural connections. This leads to improved memory, concentration, and processing speed. Another thing that really interested me was that in traditional Ayurvedic medicine, Shilajit was used to reduce anorexia, and from having that myself many years ago, that really fascinated me. I don't really understand how, because anorexia is a works on the mind, but I guess Shilajit does regulate stress hormones, so it can help with anxiety, it can help with sleep. So I guess maybe that's why it was used. But yes, it does help with regulating the stress hormones as well. It also helps to reduce bone loss, so it can help older people, especially those suffering with osteoporosis, and it reduces joint swelling to improve joint mobility. And from a yoga teacher's perspective, this was quite an interesting point, as it may help some people in their asana or physical yoga practice. It also improves skin elasticity, and you need skin elasticity or elastin along with collagen to help keep your skin more youthful. But I don't want to talk about this point too much, as Shilajit is not an anti-aging supplement. And I think here on this channel, I like to promote aging gracefully rather than trying to stop the inevitable. Shilajit seems mainly to have had research done when it comes to male health, and it can increase testosterone levels in men and therefore improving libido. It improves sexual function, fertility, and sperm quality. And I do think this is an important point to make if you're someone who's maybe struggling to conceive or something. I've seen a lot online when you type Shilajit in saying that it's nature's Viagra, and I feel like that's a very big claim to make. But it does show that it can help. So whether it literally works like a Viagra, I don't maybe think so, but I feel like they'd have to write that in big bold letters, otherwise people would walk around looking like they'd taken Viagra. Anyway, let's move on. Shilajit seems to have had most of its big research done in the fields of improving energy, endurance, and recovery. And this is the reason why I've started taking it lately. An interesting study I read, which I'll link below, looks at the effects of taking Shilajit for 8 weeks versus a placebo and the quality of performance in the gym. It shows that taking Shilajit promoted the retention of maximal muscular strength following the fatigue protocol. Basically, it showed a positive outcome into taking it. I've personally started taking Shilajit to see if I feel that there's been an improvement in my energy levels and gym performance. I am doing a video to kind of document the process. I'm now about a week in roughly, and I'd say so far I've actually seen a difference, which surprised me because I kind of felt this product was too good to be true. I'm going to release my final thoughts in a month and then probably do a follow up again the month after, so I can see if this is maybe a placebo effect or if it's my current hormones or etc. But I can definitely say with confidence, so far so good, and I have noticed a difference. I personally would not promote a brand or product if I didn't think it was worth it. I do not do YouTube for the money, especially as right now I make nothing from it. But I do it because I genuinely love yoga and I love wellness. And I've brought this episode out because I have found everything out about Shilajit and it just all really interested me. Although and I also thought you could come along the journey with me and sort of trying it out. There is one point though that I cannot stress enough about Shilajit, and that is that this is a natural product and it can be very dangerous. Shilajit consumption without preliminary purification may lead to risks of intoxication, given the presence of mycotoxin, heavy metal ions, and free radicals. Therefore, if you're buying Shilajit, it is essential that you're buying a purified, ready for human consumption product. You should be extremely careful when buying Shilajit from the internet, as products have been found to contain heavy metals, levels of lead and mercury, and arsenic. So just be really careful if you guys are going to buy Shilajit off the internet. Get it from a reputable brand, do your research, find something good. Generally, Shilajit from higher altitudes contain more concentrated active substances and is considered purer due to the cleaner environmental conditions. The importance of purified Shilajit in ensuring product safety and efficiency cannot be overstated, and make sure you do your own independent research into the Shilajit company you're buying from. You want a certification of analysis and to see that the product has been FDA approved. You can get several grades of Shilajit, starting with gold grade, the one I'm taking. This is the highest quality you can find and harvested in the highest altitudes. Silver grade is slightly less potent than the gold grade, and copper grade is mid range Shilajit that contains fewer minerals and less fulvic acid. And then there's iron grade, which can be found at lower altitudes and contains the least amount of minerals and fulvic acid, but it may contain more impurities. Basically, the higher the grade, the better the quality product. And I'm currently taking gold grade Shilajit. You can get Shilajit in the form of resin, paste, and this is the purest and most natural type of Shilajit. You can get capsules or in like a tablet form, which has to go through more processing and therefore can be less beneficial. And you can also get it in powder and liquid extracts, which can lose some of the active ingredients in processing as well. If you do want to take Shilajit, I'd recommend speaking to your GP and your doctor. Always do this before taking any supplement, especially if you suffer with any other health conditions, just to make sure that you are completely safe to take it. So once I had researched all about Shilajit, I honestly didn't think I'd be able to try it. I felt pretty overwhelmed in finding a decent company. Call it laziness, but it seemed like such hard work. But the universe obviously heard me and that I wanted to try it. And the Natural Shilajit company got in touch and asked if I wanted to try their product, to which I obviously said yes. And they have given me a discount code as well for you guys, which is Meg Smith 10, Meg Smith in caps, and then the number 10. And that gives you 10% off, which I'll pop a link in below. I will say that the resin jar goes a really long way, as you only take like a rice size amount each day and you work your way up to a pea size amount. Like I said, I will pop the link in below. If you guys are interested to try or even just have a little look at their website, let me know if you try it and if you guys see any difference as well. Like I said, I will keep you all updated on the effects I have noticed and also some recipes as well. So have a little look at my channel, have a look at some of my videos. Maybe I'll do like a Shilajit playlist and just put everything in one place. So yeah, that is what's been going on in my life recently. It's been quite exciting. This is the first company that I've sort of worked with. Like I said before, I would never recommend a product or a company or anything like that if I hadn't kind of done the research myself. Like I am trying it at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But so far, so good. I've noticed a big difference actually in my kind of energy levels and my tolerance. But who knows, it could be placebo. Yeah, I have definitely felt good since taking it. So it could be a really interesting process. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. One last thing as well, guys, I am doing my first live on Saturday, so the 23rd, so 3 days' time, 3 p.m. GMT. I'm so excited to do this. I can't wait. I've been so looking forward to doing some lives. So it's going to be a Q&A. Get your yoga questions ready. If you want any questions as well about this podcast episode or any other podcast episodes I've done, get them ready. And I will see you live on Saturday, the 23rd, 3 p.m. GMT. Woohoo! Have a lovely week. Bye.